I mean, obviously he's an experienced center back. He's a player that we followed for a while. We've had him on our discovery list. At the time, it just didn't look like it was going to work, and the situation presented itself where it could work, and so we decided that we'd react to it. And I thought he had a good Gold Cup. I thought he handled himself really well as a captain of the team, and a big fracas after the game. But I thought he showed a lot of character at that time point. So we're happy to have him with our team.
What do you consider? What does this mean to Brad Evans, and to what degree does the conversation you had with him before the season about anchoring him at center back play into anything?
Well, I think Brad's played well at center back. I don't think Brad's played poorly. I think he's really adjusted the position. He's played well. I mean, it just gives us another option. I mean, we could play. Obviously, we play Chad Marshall and Brad together. We could play Chad and Román. We could play Román and Brad. So different options. Zach Scott's there as well. But we all know, Zach's a lion, and he fights and he battles, and he's still an important member of our team. But how many more years does Zach have? We really don't know at this stage. But he's an important member. So it just gives us options. And right now, with Ozzy being injured, we used Brad in midfield in the last game, so it gives us that option again of pushing Brad into midfield if we need it.
Given the current kind of dry spell that the team's in, how encouraging is it that you're getting so many options brought in?
Well, it's nice to have options. We need to get guys need to be fully fit. I mean, the good thing with Torres is that he was training with Millonarios. He just came off the Gold Cup, so he's closer for sure than the other guys. Valdez coming off an off season basically, and Ivanchitz as well, coming off an off season. So are they 90 minutes fit yet? We don't know, but it certainly gives us options. And as players get to know each other, they get used to each other, and then hopefully combinations will be good.
Do you have a timeline at all, or hopes for when you expect to be able to put these guys on the pitch?
We want to get better week by week. We want to be smart, make sure that we don't put somebody into a situation where they're going to suffer a long-term injury. But obviously, our expectation is that this weekend all of them can have an impact on the game, whether it's starting or whether it's coming off the bench. We're not sure.
So they're all a possibility then?
They're all a possibility, yes.
What was it like in practice today, seeing all of these guys that you had signed this summer kind of finally come together in a practice and play together?
Well, it was good to have everybody. It'd be nice to have Ozzy out there and Leo Gonzalez and Dempsey as well. That would be great also. And Marco Papa. Then it would be really interesting. But it certainly put a bounce in some guys' step. Because they realize, wait a second, there's people here. So maybe my time gets crushed a little bit in this melee. But from that standpoint, it was just good. It was a good practice. The guys had 2 days off, so 2 days off, it's never the best practice coming off that. But, I was happy with what they did today.
Are you hoping that these additions will add to the heightened level of competition amongst your club?
Yeah, it's going to add to the heightened level of competition, but it's mainly going to give us options. Right now we've been limited a little bit on our options and what we've been able to do. And, so now, it should provide us with some options and give us the ability to go back and do a 4-4-2, which is what our team is most comfortable in.
What is the status on Dempsey, Oba, Ozzy?
Oba's been training full all this week. When the guys were off, he trained on the Monday and the Tuesday as well. So, so we feel good about it at this stage, but we'll see. Dempsey, progress is coming along, but he hasn't been out on the field yet.
And Ozzy?
Ozzy, same.
What about Barrett?
Barrett was having a PRP injection today. So, yeah.
Do you have any kind of conversation with Brad while you were considering making this signing about if at all it changes his role here?
Yeah, I talked to Brad a few weeks ago, and stuff. So we're good. We'll communicate, we'll talk. So it'll be good.
Román's offensive ability and not just his defensive side.
Pardon me?
Can you talk about Román's offensive ability, set pieces?
Offensive ability, he gives you another target on set pieces. He gives you another target on set pieces, and so it makes it a little bit harder, to match up on Marshall or whatever. Ivanchitz gives us somebody who serves a good ball, so that helps us too. I think even last Sunday against LA with Freeberg serving the ball, he served some good corners, and we were all of a sudden a lot more dangerous on our corner kicks. So service is a key. And anytime you add another offensive element to your attack, it's good.
Are you worried about Torres' transition off the field at all? In your experience, bringing a guy in mid-season that doesn't speak a lot of English, is that going to be a little bit complicated for him easing in here?
No, I think we have enough Spanish speakers. I know he was in contact with Freddie Montero. Gave the city a good recommendation, so he probably told him some places to hang out and restaurants to go to. So, he's deciding exactly when the family's going to come up because his kids are in school right now. But all those determinations will be something that'll be made in the next week. But I think he'll adjust. It's not going to be an issue.